maybe in the history of Oyo State, we've never had it like this before. With professional agency, we've never had something so similar to professional agency. And it is a situation tó ṣe wípé ìjọba fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan and ìlú máa wà active in that project. Ìlú will be involved in policy and decision making tó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú project yẹn. Mo sọ̀rọ̀ nípa circular road. Circular road ó jẹ́ project kan tó ṣe pé ó lágbára and nínú ìtàn Ọ̀yọ́ ó fẹ́ẹ̀ dàbí, I stand to be corrected, wípé project kan tí ìjọba máa ṣe nínú ìtàn ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ pàápàá ọ̀nà tó ṣe wípé ó ní tọwọ́tẹsẹ̀ àwọn ará ìlú nínú. Àwọn ará ìlú dúró tì lọ́rùn, wọ́n ṣọ́ pé báwo ni wọ́n ṣe fẹ́ ṣe, níbo ni wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe, wọ́n ṣọ́ ìjọba lọ́wọ́ lẹ́sẹ̀, wọ́n wà active nínú project yẹn. Maybe that is the first project. I stand to be corrected though. Now, what does this mean? Ó ní pé nǹkan tí wọ́n ń pè ní ìṣèjọba, nǹkan kì í ṣe wípé ìjọba kọ̀jọ máa jókòó síbi kan. Ìjọba kan á dẹ̀ máa pàṣẹ, wọ́n máa make policies. Tí ìjọba bá ń ṣèjọba tí kò ní participation ìlú nínú ẹ̀, that is, it lacks the participation of the citizen, then kíní yẹn ó ṣeé ṣe kó mẹ́ẹ̀ ní àwọn àyè kan díẹ̀díẹ̀. So governance is not pé ìjọba kọ̀ jókòó sí secretariat, wọ́n dẹ̀ máa pàṣẹ, wọ́n dẹ̀ gbéṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá lọ́wọ́ or any law enforcement agency pé kí wọ́n máa enforce àṣẹ tí wọ́n pa. No, it doesn't work like that. Governance is not done like that. It has to be in collaboration pẹ̀lú ìlú. Ẹ wo case circular road. Case circular road, the government knows that even right now, the project yẹn dé yìí, government knows where they must get to, where they cannot get to, if they don't want to step on the toes of the people, because gbogbo àjọ lajú sílẹ̀, àjọ wo ibi tí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn lọ. So therefore, we are actively involved in the project of Ibadan Circular Road from Egbeda, Oluyole, Lagelu, Onuara, and every other local government who are involved, including Akinyele. Now, there is another social responsibility tí gbogbo wa ní, apart from monitoring Ibadan Circular Road project because of the controversial corridor. Apart from doing that, ó tún ní social responsibility kan tí èmi àti ìjọ ní tí a ò gbọdọ̀ ṣe àìkàsí. And what is that social responsibility? Let me bring you back to memory lane. Ní ìgbà tí gbogbo wàhálà yìí bẹ̀rẹ̀, we've done so many protests, and you yourself, you know how many protests you have participated in. I'd ṣe many protests. But if you would ask me, pé ṣé àwọn protests yẹn ṣé ó yield the actual result we want? My answer will be no. It didn't give us the actual result that we were asking for. What was the actual request of the protest? The actual request ní wípé kí Governor Ṣèyí Mákindé kí yọwọ́ lórí Ìbàdàn Circular Road corridor, kí wọ́n reverse, kí wọ́n padà sórí corridor tó wà nínú 75 meters tí kábíyèsí ní in 2006. Kí wọ́n gbẹ́sẹ̀ kúrò, wọ́n gbàgbé anything about additional extension of corridor ní orí Circular Road. So instead of government to answer our demand, ṣe ni wọ́n yí wa síbì, ni wọ́n yí wa sípòrò. Nínú ẹ̀, we had win-win. Nínú ẹ̀, a body of sublease, which we didn't consent with. Protest was one of our tools tí a lò láti communicate with the government. Now, after the protest, we did press conference. Press conference, a ṣe ìpàdé oníròyìn níbi tá a ti jẹ́ kó yé gbogbo àgbáyé ohun tá à ń là kọjá. Tá a dẹ̀ jẹ́ kó yé government what was our actual demands. But yet, it didn't also yield the result we asked for. Yes, the press conference, it gave our case publicity. Of one publicity, the world was able to know what we were passing through. But did it give us the result we wanted? No, it hasn't given us that result. And that is why I'm still saying what I'm saying right now. After that, in between, we had dialogues with government. A jọ jókòó láti bá ìjọba sọ̀rọ̀ wípé nǹkan tá a fẹ́ rèé. Ìjọba, ibo lẹ lè fi sí, ibo làwa náà lè fi sí. Eventually, in the midst of this dialogue, the government was bent passionate about bending us to what they want, not to make a level playing ground for the two of us. And what was what they want? They wanted to take 1,000-meter corridor at all costs. So the essence of the meetings and every other thing was still a pointer to the fact that take it or leave it, 1,000-meter exists and there's nothing you can do about it. See, I will do that. Now, mo ti ṣàlàyé àwọn nǹkan mẹ́ta tá a ti lò right now. But ó kù nǹkan ẹyẹ kan tí àìtí lò, which I call the social responsibility of every one of you. Now, take it or leave it, you are part of this government. Because you are not in secretariat or you don't hold any public office, does not mean you are not part of this government. You will not wà lára ìṣèjọba yìí. Now, because you are one of those who contracted Governor Seyi Makinde and every public office holder tó wà ní secretariat lẹ́nu, you are one of those who contracted them through your vote pé ẹ lọ síbẹ̀ ẹ lọ máa ṣe ìjọba lé wa lórí. So that is what I mean when I say you are also part of this government. I am also part of this government. But nítorí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wa a wà lákàdésíkà, tá bá ti fìjọba síbẹ̀ kò sí nǹkan tó kàn wá mọ́. We go and face our business. We don't ask questions. We don't request for accountability. So these people are able to ride on us, do whatever they like, and they think kò sẹ́ni tó lè mú wọn. And the question is that ṣé lóòótọ́ ni pé kò sẹ́ni tó lè mú government when government steps or does against the social contract tó wà láàrin wa tiwọn? That is not true. Ẹni tó lè mú government wa, and ta ló dẹ̀ lè mú wọn? Àwa tá a yọ wọn sípò náà ni. And how la fi lè mú wọn? We can only take them a lè mú wọn via the vote, via election. Because election nearing period is a time tí olóṣèlú tó bá ti kájúlẹ̀ for the past 3-4 years, tó bá di electionary period, ó máa kájú wá, ó máa padà wá bá yín lé. You will come. Ibi tí ó ṣe wípé tó bá ti fẹ́ kọjá ń bẹ̀ yẹn, ó máa wind up, tó máa tọ́ ẹ̀sìn sórí yẹn, tó máa speed kọjá. Ó máa padà wá jẹ àgbàdo níbẹ̀. Ó máa padà wá jẹ àgbàdo. Ó máa wá kẹ́ àgbàdo ní bọ́sọ̀ níbẹ̀ tó máa wá jẹ. Tó máa wá ra bòlì, tó máa wá ra kàrà. Láti fi deceive yín pé it's part of you. Ẹni tí ò show responsibility for the past 3 or 4 years. Why? Because they need something from you, they need something from me. What they need is your vote. If you think your vote does not have power, you are one of the problems we have in Nigeria. If truly your vote doesn't have power, why do these people buy votes? If truly your vote doesn't count, why do these people sensitize people with 5,000, 10,000 to buy their mind, to buy their vote? That is a simple illustration. Tó jẹ́ kó yé wípé ìbò rẹ̀, it has power. Now, on the issue of secular road, we have a power. Ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ tá jẹ́, we are 6 local governments out of 11 local governments tó wà ní Ìbàdàn. And we have the power to dictate who rules Oyo State next. Only if we are choosing not to use that power. And how can you use that power? How can we use our vote to get what we want? It's a very simple thing. Anybody tí ó bá ní property lórí Ìbàdàn Secular Road, tí kò bá ní voters card, go and obtain your voters card. Visit INEC office, gba voters card. Whether you have landed property, you have a house on the corridor. Níbi tí ọ̀rọ̀ dé lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí, the government has not come out straight to tell us pé àwọn ti jáwọ́ lórí corridor. Though we see that they are not working again on the corridor. Physical work is not going on the corridor. Mọ̀ bóyá virtual work is going. But presently, physical work is not going on the corridor. But wọ́n sì sọ fún wa pé àwọn ti jáwọ́, which means that what is still on ground is that Governor Seyi Makinde is still bent on 1,000 meters corridor. So, what am I saying is that if you have a property there, this election that is coming, you must not say it doesn't concern you. You must take responsibility. You must vote your mind. You must vote your conscience. Your conscience is in the sense that anybody tí ó bá tún lọ sí secretariat láti jẹ governor of your state with the mindset of taking over our property, we must use our votes. A gbọ́dọ̀ fi júwe ilé fún. A gbọ́dọ̀ fi owó sí júwe ilé padà fún. Whosoever will go to secretariat as the governor of your state to oppress the masses, whosoever will go to secretariat as the governor of your state with investment mindset, pé òun lọ ṣe investment ni òun dẹ̀ fẹ́ rí owó òun padà, we have to tell that person that governance is not done that way in advanced country. Oyo State, take it or leave it, in gbogbo state tó wà ní southwest yìí, Oyo is still one of the mighty states in southwest. Forget about Lagos. When we talk about politics in Oyo State, when we talk about development, the anthem says it all. Pé aṣíwájú, aṣíwájú ni wá. And that anthem is not just a mere word. It is loaded. So therefore, you have to be prepared in this coming election. Daddy, mommy, tẹ ní property lórí corridor, tàbí tí lẹ́yìn wà lórí corridor, whether wọ́n ti wo lẹ́yìn bóyá wọ́n ti wo, go and get your voters card. Kì í ṣe tí yín nìkan lẹ máa get. Àwọn ọmọ yín tó bá ti wà above 18, ẹ jẹ́ káwọn náà gba voters card. Ọkọ yín, ìyàwó yín, family yín, àwọn people around you that you can easily influence. Who is between the votable age tí wọ́n lè dìbò? Let everybody get their voters card. Because there's a revolution going on presently in Oyo State, right? Political revolution will go on in Oyo State. And you must be a part of that revolution. We must use it to our own advantage. We must use it to the advantage of the public. We must use it to the advantage of the masses. If this revolution should come and go, and it is not doing something positive in the life of the common man, then we have missed that opportunity. So therefore, I want to implore every one of you, ní alẹ́ yìí, your voters card is your right. Your vote counts. Emotional blackmail when they tell you, don't vote, your vote doesn't count. Your vote counts. Get your voters card. And with our voters card, we only saw anything can happen before election. Governor Seyi Makinde may decide to leave us alone and give us what we want before election. But if he doesn't do that before that election, we have the sword in our hand to determine the next governor of Oyo State. And we can only do that if everybody, over 400,000 people on the Ibadan Circular Road corridor, if we all can get our voters card and vote our conscience, we'll get what we want. Because we are going to dictate the tune.